All right, guys. So the gyms are all here with the first purchase bonus. And, well, the gym thing worked out a little bit different than I expected. I had expected to purchase all of these and get a first purchase bonus on every single one of them, but that is not the case. So make sure if you're going to purchase any gyms to purchase the highest tier possible so you get the most on your first purchase bonus. Now, that does sound a little bit weird saying, hey, spend as much money as you possibly can. But if you purchase a $2 one and you only get an extra 100 gems, that's not nearly as good as getting the extra 12,000 down here at the 100, or heck, even an extra 2,000 at the $20 bundle. With that said, I did purchase this one at the top, and I'm not going to go without offering you guys something as well. So if you want to take part in a giveaway, then leave a comment down below. Once the channel reaches 1,000 subscribers, then I'm going to pick somebody from the comments to win $50. So drop a comment down below, like the video, subscribe to the channel, all that kind of good stuff. But what does a little bit over $100 get you inside of Kingdom Rush battles? Well, I got 26,000 gems. I basically purchased 24,000 plus the 1,200. So we got 24, let's see. We have 24 plus 1,200. So we're looking at 25,200. Now, with that said, a King's Chest. This is going to guarantee one legendary. It's going to have a chance at another legendary, but it costs 3,000 gems. Now, with the 100 gem pack, you're looking at 12,000 divided by 100. So you're looking at a cost of $1 per 120 gems. Now, if the King's Chest is 3,000, that's going to be $25 for a King's Chest. That is expensive. That is very expensive. So basically, I could get what, 8 of them, I guess, 24 or 26, because I got double the $100 pack basically. Let's see real quick. Are the packs different values? So 5,500 divided by 50 basically is 110 per dollar. So they do drop down in values. I hate when games do this. 300 divided by 5 and then 60 per dollar. So basically these are just bad. And this one's the only one that's exceptionally good comparatively. This is half as valuable per dollar as this one down here. I don't like it when games do that, but I understand why they do. Now this one, if we of course take 26,000 divided by 3,000, I could pick up 8 King's Chests. Now, that would put me at basically no gems. Gold is one of the hardest resources to come by. With the same logic of 120 gems per dollar, we're looking at 4,500 divided by 120. We're looking at about $37 for this right here, right? 37 for 4,500. Now, this is 100,000 coins. This is a lot. I should be able to upgrade almost everything over time. Upgrades are very important to me, but I may not do it just yet. So what I'm going to do, if I did the 26,000 minus 45, sorry, 45, we have 21,500 minus, let's think about this. If I did 5 King's Chests, it'd be 15,000. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do 5 King's Chests. So then we have some gems left over for some Vault of Coins and possibly for some refreshes, because I honestly play way more Kingdom Rush than I should. Now, King's Chest, we're going in for 5 of them, guys. Let's see what we pick up. Here we go. First one, let's actually make sure you guys can see this correctly. I'm not for sure which one's the best screen framing is going to be. So let's start with the Soldier's Chest to make sure the screen framing is correct. That is not a good one. This could be a good one, or this is probably the best one. So go ahead and do it. There we go. This is just the best one. So Soldier's Chest. We got the framing looking good. Let's see what all we get. Get an Epic Tower. Boom. I can take it up to level 10. 600 gold. Now, enough of that. This is not a chest I would buy anyways. Typically, the King's Chest is where it's at. 17 epics. 1 legendary and a chance at a bit more. 281 up there. 6,300 gold. I may convert gold to dollars later on based on the purchases at the bottom, but let's purchase King's Chest number 1. We're going to have 16 different things to pull here. Of course, 6,300 gold is guaranteed. A lot of teleport. A lot of common tower. Common tower, duh. Of course, a lot of the archers. We have some more archer towers. We got the Paladin Barracks, Icy Zone, The last 8 should be giving me some good stuff. 7, 6, we got a rare. Another rare. Epic maybe here? Nope. Another rare. 1 epic. 5. Another epic. Okay. Oh, Alora's a big one. And then the legendary is Battle Mecha. This one could have been purchased from the shop. Not super excited about that necessarily, but hey, it's a legendary. It's awesome. And let's go ahead and do another one. So number 2 pull. We have some gold. Polymorph, huge. I would love to get this at a higher level. Archer Tower, not really one I'm super excited for. Alaria, hero. I'm going to try her out eventually. So you guys let me know how you like her. Got 11 of those. Another hero. A bunch of Rain of Fire. That's huge. Rain of Fire, big fan of that. We have Holy Sanctuary. Bear Claw. We have an epic. This next one's probably going to be an epic. Then do we get 2 legendaries? No, another Alora. That's actually really good, though. Another mecha. Another battle mecha. All right, so we got 2 chests done. But a lot of really good cards. Now, I'm not going to take all these up very high because I don't want to start outscaling my opponents too heavily. So I want to have the videos still be relevant. I'm really just wanting to get the cards all up to about level 7 or 8 or so to do the showcases of them. We have some more fireballs, some Teslas. I want to make all this make sense. And of course, the best rank to purchase this is going to be Stadium, where you have access to all the cards, or at least Arena, I think 9, the second highest arena. Arcane Wizard. This next one is probably another Alora. It's a more Alora. That's awesome. And then Legendary. Another Battle Mecha. Why do I got to keep getting that card? I don't really want that, but maybe we can try it out. I don't know. We can take it up to the next level, though. Got a lot of Alora, though. That is really cool. So that was number 3, right? This will be number 4. All right, 13, 2. Go through those pretty quickly. We have Archer Tower, Cursed Vines, Archery Scouts. I do want to get that higher, so that's perfect. Okay, Thunderbolt. And then probably Alora next. More Alora. And then another Battle Mecha. What? Is that the only card I can get from this thing? What is this scam going on here? I don't want all of that. All right, here we go. Looking for the Ice Dragon. Please give me the Ice Dragon. Not another Battle Mecha, please. Maybe just another legendary, like 2 of them at the end. That would be amazing. Rare Tower. We got Hacksaw, higher level. Okay, another Alora, I bet, and then another Battle Mecha. Alora, yep, another Alora. Please not Battle Mecha, please Ice Sculpt. Yes, we got him. We got the best, or one of, I hear, the best legendary champions. That is so good. So now, Alora could be taken up to a quite a bit higher level. I'll probably go ahead and drop some. Yeah, let's go ahead and get 100,000 gold. This will last me for a very long time. And now we're at 6,000 gems left. I'm going to be honest. These were not that good. I mean, they gave me a lot of cards to get my base stuff leveled up. But as far as the legendary rates, they're 1%. I already knew it was bad. But that is very low rates. And to be honest, I think I'll probably just stick to this. Because the magical chest, I don't know how often it comes around in the rotations, but the magical chest is going to give you, when you're in Stadium, magical chest is going to give you a chance at a legendary anyways, right? 1% chance. It's not great, but it's the same thing I was just not paying for. And if you're pushing a lot anyways, refreshing this for the 40 gems or so it is going to do your gems daily anyways, and you're also going to get more chests. You're not going to get nearly as many cards, but it's going to be a really solid way to just, get more benefits from what you're already doing and playing. Now, I have plenty of gold at this point. I will upgrade some of this stuff. Like this, I'll take it to level 8. I just don't want to start getting a ton of stuff to like level 10 because that could be kind of scaling past the point of being relatable. You guys let me know. But I do want to try out Ice Sculpt. I do have all the legendaries now, which is really good. I did not purchase this in the beginning. I missed it, and I just can't purchase it again now. We're going to get this taken up. This will boost my booster levels up a little bit as well. Purchase this. I will be also buying out whatever I can from the shop because the shop is actually one of the best places to pick up your stuff. Now, with that said, what's in the shop currently? We have some Grawl. Maybe I try to use him some. 100 copies of Grawl for 1,000. This is not bad for getting your, heroes up a little bit, getting these things leveled. I use this a lot. I'll purchase that. Really, if you're going to be spending, honestly, on gold, I think is probably just the best way to do it. Maybe a few King's chests if you really wanted, but for their price of $25 each, they're not that rewarding. I will pick up some of these, but gold just seems to be the way to go because you're able to get this stuff from the shop. It refreshes in 11 hours, and you can also actually upgrade your stuff, which is obviously extremely important for getting the booster levels higher and everything. And once these start getting higher levels like Grawl, let's take him up to level 8. It's going to cost 400 for level 9. But these are the most easily accessible ones compared to, their rares and the legendaries, especially the legendaries. Now, as for how much gold you get per dollar spent, let's see. So this 4,500, if it's 4,500, what is it? Divided by 120 was $37.50. Then 100,000 would be divided by 37.5. And this is going to say you get 2,666 gold per dollar spent. Let's just say 2,670 or 2,667 gold per dollar. So $1 equals this much gold, basically. So whenever you're upgrading your champions, that's what you'd be looking at about as far as $1 if you're doing this conversion over to here. Just something to keep in mind, something to consider there. Gold is probably the more in-demand resources. So this would basically be $1. This would be, let's see, $1. The gold you're getting from the King's chest is basically like $3 or so. This right here, 4,500 for $4. This is why I did this calculation, is because 4 times 2,667 is definitely not this. And this is just a poor deal, it looks like. Now down here, if you're purchasing these low gems, this is going to be different. I mean, 5,500 divided by 50, that's 110. So it's 120, 110, then 2,000, it's be 100, right? And then 750 divided by 10, 75. Oh, and then 100 divided by 2, it's 50. Dang. So it goes 120, 110, 100, 75, 60, and then 50. It's really poor. So I would say $20 is like the minimum that I would be doing, which is 100 gems per dollar, which would put the 10,000 at $5. It would put this a reasonable deal like $4.50. But I'm thinking that just buying the $5 down here is better. Don't buy that stuff at the top. What are they doing here? 10,000 for $5 versus this $4 for 4,500. This would be, okay, I guess you're saving a little bit. I guess, yeah, the 20%, you are saving a tiny bit. But either way, that is the purchase breakdown. Most of these purchases are just, honestly, I would stay low spend in this game. I just don't think, other than the summon scrolls for these events, the summon rift and stuff, I don't think most of the other stuff is really worth it. The King's chests are too expensive. If they have a battle pass, things like that are going to be better. But right now, King's chest, it's just not worth it. Either way, guys, that is $100 and what it'll get you inside of Kingdom Rush. Gives you a lot of cards, and most of them taken up to at least level 7, basically. I will try to get a bunch of these dudes taken up. Let's see about Hacksaw. How high can he get? So I will upgrade at least to level 7. I think 7's a pretty obtainable level range, and Hacksaw gets taken right up to there. And of course, my booster level is going to be shooting up a lot as well. Every time you level somebody up, it takes that up, which is great. And then Allura, I'll probably take her up a little bit higher as well. I mean, taking her to level 8 would be pretty sweet. I'm a big fan of her anyways. An extra 285 health. She needs it. Extra damage and extra minimums. And gives me a good chunk of booster level in there. I'll level this Fireball up. Level 8 is probably about where I'll stop, I think. For a little while at least. Because I feel like that's kind of where a lot of players could get to without too much time. Of course, the more time you spend in the game, the higher level you can get, all that kind of good stuff. So right there, got a next booster level. We can claim a few of these. Well, actually, not the next booster level yet. Next booster level is coming up towards the top. But either way, that's what $100 will get you guys. Leave a comment down below. have a chance to win $50 once the channel hits 1,000 subscribers. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you all in the next one.